me. I get really reminiscent around this time of the year for obvious reasons. And for some reason this year, the memory floated back into my brain of this time when I was 12 years old, roughly, and a friend of mine was over and we were playing Lego Indiana Jones during a thunderstorm. It was in the summer. And there was this strange moment that the game just bugged out on us and it gave us 4 billion stud. If you don't know what stud is, it's basically the currency in the game. And 4 billion, just like in real life, that's a lot of money in that game. And it was so strange because it happened right as lightning struck outside. And it was such a strange combination of events, and we freaked out. Like we were the cavemen who just discovered fire for the first time. And that particular memory just got me thinking about the fact that so many of my favorite video game moments have had to do with weird things like that, like glitches and bugs. Even to this day, I love finding glitches in games. It's so entertaining. Like Skater XL, for instance. I've played a bit of this game, and it is very fun to pull off those precise physics-based trick combos, but it's even more fun to watch your character suddenly go from skating around in a pool to driving an invisible car with a skateboard glued to their feet. Shit like this is just so funny to me, and it's one of the big joys I get out of video games. So keep that in mind as I pose the question, should we be mad about glitches in video games? And of course, as with a lot of things, my answer is that is entirely contextual and based upon your subjective reality. But that aside though, I feel like we can honestly judge whether or not a video game glitch is worth being mad over based on 2 things. Frequency, meaning that there are so many glitches in the game that it is unplayable, and severity, meaning that you're just calmly playing the game and then you encounter a glitch and now, oh, sorry, your entire game system is bricked. Oh, and it's on fire. To me, video game glitches are a really prime example of too much of a good thing. I think glitches are fun when you just randomly bump into them and it's a huge surprise, especially in an otherwise polished experience. But the more that you encounter them, the more infuriating they become, which is exactly why people are so pissed right now about the launch of Cyberpunk 2077. You cannot play this game without experiencing glitches. You just can't. There's one around every corner. Thankfully though, a lot of people are working tirelessly to iron out all these bugs and glitches and make Cyberpunk a smooth experience. CD Projekt Red's office is probably looking like the Temple of Doom right now. If you've ever even attempted to code at all, you understand how easily one thing can just break everything, even when you're making something really, really simple. It takes over 150,000 lines of code to make a game that looks like this. Now just imagine what it takes to make a game that looks like this. It's no wonder video game programmers are typing stuff like this into the code of the game. Hats off to all the programmers out there, I don't envy you. But no matter how much stuff you fix, you can't reasonably expect that every glitch is going to be taken out of a game. There's just too many variables to reasonably have that expectation. And personally, again, I'm okay with that. To me, there is no better feeling than discovering that rare, almost 1 in a million glitch. That is the Ark of the Covenant type shit right there. I have no idea why I'm making so many Indiana Jones references, but every once in a while, you run into that one horrible, game-breaking bug. One moment, you're saving your game on Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, and the next moment, you reload the save file, and a door is literally blocking you from even progressing in the game at all. You literally cannot play the game anymore. That's what I mean by severity. Those types of glitches are infuriating and damn near inexcusable. Now more than ever, the pressure is on for especially AAA developers to be delivering us polished experiences, and I think that's a rightful expectation, especially if we're going to be expected to pay $70 for a game. And it's even worse when you think about the fact that you might be playing it on a brand new $400 console, if you were lucky enough to get one. If I waited 9 years for Cyberpunk and paid $65 to $70 for the game on a $400 console, and I got this, I would be pissed too. This would piss me off. But before you get that mad over a video game glitch, just consider this. Would I have ever brought up Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy in a video if this glitch didn't exist? I have never played this game. I don't know anyone who's played this game. Has anyone played this game? For the amount of shit that Bethesda rightfully gets for constantly delivering really broken experiences to players, would we be remembering Oblivion as fondly as we do now if it weren't this stupidly broken?
Farewell.
May you rest in peace.
Skate 3, similar to Skater XL, really fun game, but this will always be its legacy to me. Phasmophobia, legitimately one of the best horror games I've played in years, and probably some of the most fun I've ever had playing a video game of any kind, period. But if the characters couldn't do shit like this, that to me is just the icing on the cake. That's the cherry on top of the sundae right there. That is perfect. Wow. I can't be the only one who loves this shit, right? Actually, scratch that. I know for a fact that I am not, because hundreds of thousands of people gather twice a year to watch games get broken by people who are more qualified to break games and know more about it than anybody else. Speedrunners. Speedrunning, if you don't already know, is exactly what it sounds like. It's just playing a game and trying to beat it in the shortest amount of time possible. And the speedrunning community, man, they will use any exploit, any glitch. They will find stuff constantly that will help them save time, and you'll just watch them play these games and just break it over and over to constantly shave off more time, and you will just sit there and go, how in the fuck did you figure that out? You'll just ask yourself that question over and over again. It is seriously amazing to me what the speedrunning community manages to pull off, and tens of thousands of people or more have gotten to be a part of so many 1 in a million moments over the years. So just remember, if we didn't have video game glitches, moments like this would never have happened.
Get them blessed RNGs.
Yes.
Blessed
RNG gods.
RNGs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go, baby! Let's go! We thank you!
Okay.
Yes!
Yeah.
I thought I could have thank you!
I have absolutely no concept of what the point of this video even was, but I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to subscribe.